Let's now jump back to the user database. And in there, just a quick reminder, we got that user data. Now, let's say we want to find all users who have a hobby of sports, and the frequency should be equal to 2. So the frequency of the sports hobby. Let's try this. Let's reach out to our users, and we want to find all users where this is true. Now, how could this query look like? Well, we could use the AND keyword, and then we have multiple conditions. And the first condition is that for hobbies.title, we're looking for sports, right? This was the first part. It should be sports. The second condition could be that hobbies.frequency should be equal to 2. And that also has to be wrapped in curly braces. Or let's say it should actually be greater than or equal to 2. If I hit enter, yeah, I find Anna, makes sense. She has sports and frequency 2. And I find the whole document, of course, because find always gives me the whole document. Even if I'm just digging in some array or embedded document, it doesn't return the embedded document, but always the full document which contains the embedded document. So I find Anna because she has sports, title 2, frequency 2. I also find Max because there I got sports, frequency 3. Now let's say I repeat that query and modify it slightly. And now I'm looking for a frequency greater than or equal to 3. Now, what's that? I still find Anna, even though for her sports hobby, the frequency is 2. But our query was that the frequency should be greater than or equal to 3. So what's going wrong here? The thing is, with this query, we're basically saying find me all documents where in hobbies there is a document, at least one document, with the title sports and a document with the frequency greater than or equal to 3. It does not have to be the same document. That is our issue here. And indeed, for Anna, yoga has a frequency greater than or equal to 3. She has a sports element, so the first part is satisfied, and the second part is satisfied with that other element. Now, of course, it's not that uncommon that you want to ensure that one and the same element should match your conditions. And for that, you have the elemMatch operator. So this query, and I'll just count it so that we have it still on page, this query can be replaced with another query that should do what we want. Instead of AND, we specify our array, hobbies, and then a value, which is a document, where we use $elemMatch. That then again takes a document as a value, and here we then describe how to match our element. Now, if hobbies were just an array of numbers, let's say, you could immediately start typing greater than 30, but lower than 50, for example. So that would be the case if hobbies would really just be an array of numbers, not of embedded documents. However, here we have embedded documents. And in this case, elemMatch is a document where you now describe what to look for inside of the embedded document. So here we're saying title should be sports and the frequency should be, and now here we can still write our old condition, GTE 3. So this is how we can now use elemMatch on an array with embedded documents. We essentially, you could say, describe how a single document should look like to match our query. And if it finds at least one document in the hobbies array that has a title of sports and a frequency greater than or equal than 3, it will include the overall document that contains that hobbies array in the result set. If we got multiple elements in the hobbies array fulfilling this criteria, that would also be fine. And if I now hit enter, I only find Max and not Anna anymore, because Max is the only user who has a hobby with a title of sports and a frequency of 3.